I'm really proud of our team's effort. Thought we started really well on defense. That was pretty obvious. A little slower on offense, but the story of the day was they made more plays than we made. They're a good team. I think we've got a really good football team, and I think as we get more comfortable with who we are and what we're doing, we got enough weapons on offense to be effective. We've got some defensive people that can make plays. We need to win the turnover battle and win the kicking game, but there were times that we were outstanding. We just have to consistently, and you knew potentially it would be an issue when you've had as little work really as we've been able to have. So putting 60 minutes together is going to certainly be the goal.
Hey, David. During the week we were talking about last year's Notre Dame game, and you expressed some concern with Duke's lack of aggression, with, we used the word, it goes back on our heels. Obviously, that wasn't the case today. There was some deficits of execution, but in terms of aggression and effort and energy, Duke took Notre Dame for 60 minutes. Can you discuss how that played out today, what the implications are for the season?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question our guys were ready to play. This is a pretty fierce group. This is a confident group. And I think they're going to get better and better and better. They haven't had the benefit of a real camp, when you start school early, and just it's different. It's different for everybody, not just us alone. Sure, it's different for Notre Dame, but that's a very talented team. And we've got to score touchdowns when we get the chance. That's something I can help a great deal with. And then we got to play better in the second half than we did on offense. But I'm really pleased with Chase. Bryce, I thought it was a lot to hang our hat on there. We just got to do better consistently, higher percentage in the pass game. And I thought we had run the ball better against Notre Dame, even though they're awfully good. And we came close at times, but not nearly consistent enough.
Before I go, can I ask you about the fake punt? What happened on that?
Yeah, we were just trying to double and get a return, and we didn't force the edge. We forced through the middle, and they did a good job. So they had seen it on the previous punt. We tried to get away with it twice, and they caught us.
All right, Chip. I think Jim stole my thunder a little bit there on the fake punt, but Coach Kelly was saying after the game he felt like his guys were a little sleepy-eyed early in the game, and he needed something to try to change the momentum. Did they seem like a different team after that play?
Not necessarily, no. I just think it was a big play. When what happens is, and it's hard for any defense, when you convert a fourth down, or certainly with a fake punt convert one, it's hard to go back on the field with the same energy. So I would say the biggest part of it is I think our defense got tired through that period.
Let's go to Andrew Adelson. Andrew, we can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Now we can.
You mentioned you feel like you guys have a chance to be a really good team this year. What do you feel like you guys can build off of with what you saw tonight?
Well, let's just start on defense. We're pretty veteran up front. I thought our linebackers played well and made plays, and that was an area that we wanted to see happen early, and I think our secondary is going to be outstanding. We got to continue to grow our depth, but I thought some of our young people played well. We rotated and tried to play a lot of people. So I see them every day, obviously, and I think we can be outstanding there. I think our young specialists can be outstanding players. Our place kicker, our punter, our return game, all is there in the kicking game. And offensively, we've got backs, we've got tight ends, we've got receivers, and we've got quarterbacks. But I'll speak to Chase. We got a quarterback who will make a lot of plays for us. So I think we've got an exciting time in front of us. I really do.
Tom Shanahan.
Coach, moving forward, this is a much more encouraging start than last year against Alabama, another big physical ranked team.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. We all know that Notre Dame's got, first of all, that offensive line's probably got 5 future NFL players up front on defense. I would say 4 to 5 of them that rotated didn't play will do the same. They picked up some help in the secondary with McLeod. I think they're better there. So I don't think it's the fact that Notre Dame's not strong. I think we're a better team than we were a year ago.
We've got time for 2 more questions. We'll first go with Joe Mazer and then Shane Smith. Joe, are you with us? All right.
Let me try the unmute. Pretty unusual, Coach, to have a schedule change hours before kickoff. What is your season opener? Just another example of how fluid and fragile everything really is right now.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly pleased that it was public because I walk in the pregame mill and they all have their phones and that's what they're talking about because that's their world of social media and announcements. And, distractions have been more than a handful. So, it's okay. Happened. Got to put it behind us. You got to be able to handle anything that's put out there to you. We found out about it last night. I chose not to tell the staff nor the team this morning because I did not want them distracted with that. But sometimes it's just out of your hands.
All right, let's wrap things up with Shane Smith.
Did you notice that the offense seemed to open up a little bit and find its rhythm as the game sort of went along, or is that sort of a feeling you got?
I don't know if what I felt. I never really felt in total rhythm. When you're running the ball and you're blending the run and you're blending getting on the edge, and I just think we got to take a real good look at what we want to be now that you've evaluated your quarterback under game conditions. We've looked at the people we've got. I think we'd be really good up front on offense, but I'm going to take a good hard look at what I think. What you do is do what your personnel does best, and when you do that, you will get in a rhythm.
All right, thank you, Coach. You guys have a good rest of the evening, and we'll see you soon.